What's up YouTube? My name is Rob and I'm back for another reaction video. Now, this time I'm checking out a video called 7 Insane Tries from Women's Rugby in Langford. Okay, now when I pulled this video up, I had saw that this had other reaction videos to it as well. And that in itself kind of makes me excited whenever I see that, because it's like, alright, cool, this is going to be something really interesting to check out. And I really didn't know what to expect from this because when I started out doing reaction videos to rugby stuff, they were rugby's hardest hit type videos because people, I guess, want to see people get knocked out, I guess. But more than that, people really like to see their sport that they love and appreciate be represented in a much fairer and balanced way. And I've been trying to continue that. I'm just trying to continue that vein off with this video. I kind of started that type thing going on with a previous video that I did called Moments of Respect in Rugby. That came to me at the recommendation of a YouTuber by the name Phono Aptanea, and this video that I'm checking out right now comes to me at the request of a YouTuber by the name Felix Leonard Fox. Alright, I'm going to say that one more time. Felix Leonard Fox. And you should be seeing his picture over my head right now. These are the different videos he wanted me to check out. And just a quick note about this guy. In addition to like these three that you're seeing right here, on my first rugby video that I ever put up, it was our hardest hits video. He had wanted me to check out maybe like 5 or 6 different videos that all involve the same thing, women in rugby. And I thought it was a cool premise, but I think I mentioned in the Rugby Till I Collapse video, I'm just not capable of reacting to 5 or 6 different videos per person, because a lot of people, much more than I ever anticipated, people were checking out my rugby videos, and I really love it for my channel. But at the same time, I want to like pace myself and like spread that love and those videos over time. So I'm just gonna say this to you, Felix. Thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for the support and love. But I'm probably gonna pace these videos that you've been sending me out over time. That way I have content and stuff for me throughout time, and I'm not like trying to blow my load in one shot. So that's gonna be that. That's gonna be that being said. And next, I just want you to come back to me and explain that one aspect of what you do to me one more time. I forget if you said you were a woman's advocate for sports, or if you just said you were just a woman's advocate in general. I would just like to have a better understanding so I can better appreciate what it is you do and how you relate to rugby and what your connection is to women in rugby. I think that would be a more interesting thing to discuss and explore and just talk about. Thank you. So with that in mind, I just want to thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for supporting my channel. And without really further ado, so I'm just not running my mouth, I'm going to kick this thing off. So, starting in 3, 2, 1, click. One of the best.
And they get the penalty, not rolling away the tackler. Okay. Sarah Goss, the captain. One try already for her. The headbands come clear, but she's still going. Tries the hand off Sarah Goss. Almost there. Now support. Fatka Simpkins to Williams. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Off the top.
Watch this flick of the hand. Knew she didn't have time to catch and pass. So the former New Zealand touch player now, Williams.
That's something I didn't know about rugby. You can throw the ball sideways.
There's the tap.
It doesn't just have to be straight like football. American football.
Into a brick wall. Packaway with the tackle there, just saving an almost certain Irish try. Here's Kish. Can Canada go the length of the pitch? That's what they'll have to do. Landry delays it. Now a chance for Varela. Still going. Stretching those legs.
See, I wish we could do that in football. Really, you can't. Dang it.
That was the warning. Ireland almost getting over, and then within a blink of an eye,
that would make football so much better if we could do that. You have no idea. None. If we could just throw the ball sideways. Because that inspires more teamwork as opposed to a one-man show. But, ooh, she grabbed her though. He had her.
Rungeta wastes no time getting on with it. Can they come up with a match-winning try? Riway with the pass. Gamaya Basali. Lovely hands by the Fijians. Still going. This is Marawa. Back
That's
inside.
nice.
Rungeta.
See, you get in trouble, you can pass it off and rely on your people. I like that.
Absolute champagne rugby from Fiji. This is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Can they finish it off? Lovely hands. Chance again. Nangasau. Nangasau in the corner. What a try from
She's
Fiji.
in anyway. It don't matter. So.
Absolutely brilliant rugby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just keeping this ball alive. They move it one way, all the way out to that
they got in
far
almost
wing.
trouble right there.
Did so well to recycle it. That last little pass, and then the little stutter and go. Great finish for Nangasau.
She feeds the scrum. You can see that Patricia Garcia, how much pressure she put under her opposite number. Nicole Beck opts to
she kick it?
the kick upfield. Cherry has good pace. Cherry inside.
You can pick the ball back up after this.
Lovely hands. And it's just a
Wow.
run in
All
for
right.
Cherry. The interaction between those
Wow.
two players,
That's
outstanding.
The kick is a really good tactic against this Spain team, because they don't have the pace to chase back. Then it's all about the interplay between Beck and Cherry. From you to me, from me to you, back again into Cherry's hands.
Nice.
As the half-time hooter goes, Shannon Izar changes tack. Lovely pass to get away now.
Yeah.
Two on the outside. Will this pass go? Surely it must go. Letting
But she just tripped.
over the line to try to back herself. Oh, it's a foot race. Sarah Goss trying to get on equal terms, but she won't get there.
No.
What a try from Grassino. Absolutely brilliant individual skill.
She had support, but I think in her heart of hearts, Camille Grassinu knows she had the beating of Sarah Goss in the pace department.
Yeah. Nah. She tried. It wasn't
Get away
enough.
with that one, perhaps. Here's Winiata. Raka looks for Woodman on the outside. First real touch for Portia Woodman. She's trying to burn Woodman on the outside. Woodman still going.
Oh,
Steps up her right.
nice.
Look at that for Gas.
And then she
Look
went,
at that
other one
for
went
pace.
offside. So
And
it
look
doesn't
at that by Portia Woodman. An absolute thrilling try.
When Portia Woodman has a load of space, she almost always scores the try. She has power and she has absolute
This is like
pace,
ferocious going
and
down
there
this
is nothing
field,
you can
man.
do
Like,
about
really?
it
Like,
as a defender. Portia
like
Woodman,
really?
brilliant.
Like really?
Richardson in at scrum half.
All right, come on.
What a man with the pass to put Fisher into the gap.
That was close.
Fisher's going to back herself. Fisher against Winiata. Fisher stretches the legs, and Heather Fisher is going to strike back for England. What a try that was. What a pass to put
That's
her
a
in.
muscly
And
girl.
all
Oh my
that hard
God.
work. Brilliant finish.
Like, that's a.
The pass, absolutely pinpoint precision to put her into the space, but she had a lot of work
Oh,
to do.
no, dude.
She
That's a
backed
beast.
herself,
That's a
and that
beast.
is the
man.
result.
That is a beast. Wow. 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 Okay, so I still have a lot to learn about rugby. I didn't know you could throw the ball sideways. That to me is just so much better. Oh my God, because it inspires so much more teamwork amongst your players. Like if you actually could do that in football, you'd have a lot better plays where a lot more people are actually touching the ball. Because that's like my biggest thing with football. I feel it relies too heavily on your quarterback and your running back. I hate that everyone else are just pawns, really, until they randomly come into play if the ball somehow gets fumbled or something like that. And then that's another thing. If the ball touches the ground, here, you can bring it back and it's still alive. Football hits the ground, that's a wrap, and you have to reset every single time. And I know that was brought up to me when people were talking about the difference between union and league. I think league was the one where you had set plays. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But yeah, I like that a lot better. If I could play that, I would much rather play that type of game where I could actually rely on more people than have it just come down to quarterback or running back and whoever catches the ball, and that just be it. But yeah. So back to this video, because I'm kind of just getting out there with that. So when I did do my other reaction videos to Till I Collapse, that was the second one that I did. This is now my fourth, I believe, reaction video. People were talking about rugby in general with the sports, and they said basically every time they referred to women in rugby, they said they're beasts. Just when they play the sports, they're awesome, and when they do it, it's great. That's the total opposite attitude I feel we have in America when it comes to women playing football. Now, I'm not going to say that women don't necessarily, that we don't push for women to play sports. That's not true. They play basically every sport, but except that one. And I think a lot of people go on to the excuse of saying, well, oh, it's a full contact sport. It's a full contact sport. But here's the thing. So is lacrosse. And they play that. So I'm like, well, that's kind of a crap argument to me in general. But that still didn't stop her from doing like lingerie football. But that's a whole controversial thing in itself as to why they're playing in lingerie as opposed to just regular uniforms. And then that's the whole issues and just things we got going on with that. That's why they can't just play football in regular clothes or whatever. Why it has to be some kind of why it has to be basically some kind of like kick to it or catch to it, as to why it can't just be a regular sport, so we can't just take it seriously that women can play football. But hey, in UK and in the UK, I assume, but because I made that bad assumption before, thinking that Till I Collapse was UK, and that ended up being mostly Australia or New Zealand. I'm so sorry, I did not know. That was what was given to me, and I just went with it. But from what I'm seeing with this is really good that in Europe, I guess, I'm just going to say Europe, you don't really have that problem. And that's just refreshing to see that it's a sport that so many more people can get into, because in the end, you don't want to have sports where it's just like only half the people or half the population can really get into it. You want to have a sports where everyone can get into it and everyone can get excited about it, and you can bring it to schools, and you can have the young boys and the young girls playing together on the same sport. And whether they specialize when they get older to be in a men's league and then be in a women's league, that makes more sense, because we have other problems when you get older. But to be able to play it and practice together and promote that as kids, I think is really the big step in kicking that forward. And that's just not what we're seeing here culturally. I don't think we really have that going on here, where we have that push to really play the same sports together. And here we try to just segregate boys teams, girls teams, even at a young age, and I think we can kind of break that down. I think we can break it down, but in the end, it just comes down to whoever's leading the teams or whoever's pushing for that, and if it's not the push for that, then it's not going to happen. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you again, Felix, for having me check out this video. And if you have other videos, which I'm sure you do, I know you do, please let me know. But just understand, if I don't react to it immediately, that doesn't mean I'm blowing you off. That just means I'm going to try to pace myself and get to it at a later date and a later date. I'll probably cycle through the videos that you've already sent me, and I'll probably do it and get through all of them, maybe like my 5th cycle or my 3rd cycle, and then. But you'll probably get a shout out basically every 2 weeks. And that's when I do a wave. Every 2 weeks, I try to do a wave every 2 weeks. But I was on vacation, and that kind of screwed me up because I missed basically 2 cycles of stuff that I should have put out. Which is why I'm now trying to fight and kick myself to get myself back in the high gear to kick these videos back out. So, with that being said, this was 7 insane tries from women's rugby in Langford. Please tell me what you think about rugby and what you think about women in rugby, more specifically, I guess, in the comment section below. I always love to get that conversation started, just so we can at least talk about that and just educate me on what you feel and why you feel it. And then if people disagree with you or whatever and that, we'll have that push and pull, and we'll just keep that going. And I'll just like take it all in and just observe what I see. So, please do that. Please leave a comment to what you want me to check out next, or request. And when I do check out that video next, I'll be sure to give you a shout out, just like I did give a shout out to my man Felix. So, that being said, thank you so much. Ciao for now. Bye-bye now.